Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, skip. Let's go. I promise you, man, Unc was just gritting on the whole time. The dude, the poker man was getting the bag ready. Unc was just like this. I seen it on Unc's face. Like, this was Unc's first time going through a situation where he lost. Like, and it took my man. My man just moved in the pod. None of us could beat Unc in nothing. My man came in the pod and made it happen. You hear me? He came in and made it happen, man. He knocked Unc off, man. Unc was looking crazy. My word. My house man said, come on, Unc. You ain't locked down, man. Let me get him his money, man. Unc looked like he was stalling to wait to see if bro was gonna be like, yo, go ahead, this kill 30 of that, bring me 30. Don't worry about that other 30. Unc was like, he looked over at my homeboy Kev, he was like, Kev was like, hey, Weezy. He looked at me and called me. I was like, I'm watching what's going on. He like, hey, he joking though. He like, hey, Weezy. I'm like, what's up, bro? I was like, what like that? He was like, smacked him over there. Like, he just took his attention away from Unc. I looked up, I see what's going on. Y'all know I'm dumb nosy. I see what's going on. I look over his shoulder and see Unc. Unc went up the steps like this. He doing the mad dude run up the steps. He like, he was angry, y'all, so boom. I already knew he was, though. He didn't have to tell me. I said, look, who lost over there? He said, man, he said, I think the old he lost almost $1. He was like, bro, I cashed in $1.98, bro. I crashed in $1.98. I said, man, that's crazy. I said, you ain't gonna get Uncle a break. He was like, give him a break. He said, I just moved in the pod. I don't do what y'all do. I already told y'all this is what I do. I gamble. When I lose, I lose. I don't want no help. He said, if I lose everything right now, that man could be like, I'm gonna give you some kickback. He said, you know what, I'm gonna tell him for you. I said, what? He said, I'm gonna tell him I don't want it. I don't want it, bro. I'm like, bro, that's up to you. It's up to you if you want to get back or not. Nobody can force you to be like, you won't get back. Like, it's up to you, man. Nobody can force you on this, man. He was like, yeah. He was like, but what I'm saying is, like, I won't even tripping. I just moved in the pod. Like, how can you expect somebody to do that? Like, I want every dime Weezy. I just moved in the pod. So I'm like, you right, man. He was like, man, how they be out there though? When they gonna act crazy? Because I told you I go for mine. I said, nah. I said, nah, Unc ain't on it like that. I said, and he got the money. I said, man, that man been beating us for 2-3 weeks already, man. I said, man, that man got the bread, man. You ain't got to worry about nothing, man. I promise. He was like, man, all I'm saying is, like for real though, like, I just felt like that was lame on his part to even think that I'm going to cut him a break. Like, I could see if you want or something, Weezy, he done cut you a break before, so I get it. He don't even know me. I'm like, man, look, these old dudes different. I said, I think he really be gambling, like, just to get what he need and, like, feel like he look out for people, man. I was like, for real, I wanted to tell my bro, like, bro, I scammed him. You know what I mean? Like, it came back maybe in his past. So, like, you know, like, maybe he did shake, rattle, roll back in the day. So, like, he ain't doing it now. So, I don't think him doing favors for dudes looking back out with these items that we lose at these gambling events, I don't think he's just doing it to kind of finesse nobody. I don't think he on that type of time. Because you already know that's definitely not working over here. I said, now, why he do it, I still don't really know. I said, he probably just do it because he got a lot of stuff, bro. I said, he dumb for luck, bro. He do a lot of stuff, man. He like, man, I don't care, bro. Like, I don't know him like that. I ain't trying to learn him like that. I ain't got nothing to do with him like that, man. I don't care about him, man. He like, there's one thing about it. Dudes that try to just hang with you and be around you for you, they can just think you own something, man. He was like, I don't owe nobody nothing. He was like, for real, I rock with you, T Weezy. He was like, man, everybody else that I be rocking with, he said, I don't own nothing, T Weezy. That's words. I was like, bro, listen, carry how you want to carry it, bro. You ain't got to explain it to me, bro. I was like, just make sure you get that money. He was like, yeah. So he was saying that. I looked up. You seen Unc coming down the steps like this. He ain't even run. He was walking down the steps. He was like, came down. He was like, he put the bag on the table. He was like, psh. He stepped back like 3 feet. He was like, let me get my laundry bag back when you finish. Poker man was like, Poker man getting the junk right. Like, shh. My homeboy Kev come to the table. He standing on the other side. Unc right here. My homeboy Kev on the table. Unc a little bit off the table. They right there. The poker man in the middle. Pause. He like right there. He like, Kev like, yo, that's 30. Kev start banging at her. He start throwing them cigarettes. He like, 60. That's 90 right there. Kev getting it right. I'm like, over there looking at my homeboy like, man, Kev really smoked these boots over there. After it was all said and done, man, Kev walked away with a baby Santa Claus bag, y'all. So boom. Got him, man. And again, I looked over at Unc. Unc was like this. This time he was trying to be more friendlier with his frown, but I seen the frown still. He was looking stupid in the face. He didn't even know what to do because I was like, I'm being honest with y'all, man. Y'all know I'm dumb nosy. So when me watching this and observing this whole situation, I'm trying to tell myself, like, what is he so, like, he beat me out of $50 food. Yeah, you gave me back 4 boxes of black. I appreciate that. But you beat me out of $50 food, man. You beat the whole dice game out, man. He probably won like $300 that day. Like, I'm trying to figure out why does he look so sad like he lost his puppy? Because he lost a game. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. So I ain't paying no mind, though. I couldn't put my energy on that. It didn't make sense to, man. All I know is I'm back over here with my homeboy like, Weezy, you know, I don't mess with the blacks. You trying to trade? I'm like, yeah, look, matter of fact, he was like, look, bro, just order me something next commissary. He was like, you can have these joints. I'm like, bet. So he gave me the joints ahead of time. It was 4 boxes. Give me them joints, you know what I mean? So me and him kicking it, we went outside. So he got money to cop and everything now. So we on the yard. So bro went out there and scored. You know what I mean? Bro, cop, man, it's my word, bro. Bro spending that bread, so we out there chilling. We on the yard, we messing with the la. You know, we cooling, we chilling. I'm out there jump freaking the black. It's a nice day, it's like April. You know what I mean? It's feeling good outside. I'm out there jump freaking the black. Chilling, we out there talking to my man. That's in 2 building on the other side of the fence. So we kicking it with them. And I just look up, man. And I just see somebody kind of like this looking crazy in the face. And I saw it from afar. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, but we on the basketball court. But we on the first basketball court, so my back is leaning against the joint by where the cooler is at, kind of like. So my right side, I can look to the boulevard and I can see our building, 4 building. I seen Unc, man. Unc was standing out that jump, man. All I seen was the baggy burgundy on. He had a little chain. I seen the jump, man. He was just standing there, bald head game. He was just standing in front of the door. He was just watching us, like, just basically looking our direction. I could have been tripping. But it looked like Unc was watching us, y'all, so boom. Either way, I know he was still trying to process that he lost that bread. Either way, it was gone. He couldn't do nothing about it. We was out there spinning that jump, man. Like, that's what we was doing, man. So we come back in the building. So when we come back in the building, man, it's word. I'm about to go back up the steps. But I take Unc's side of the steps. I told y'all I'm in 32 cell. Unc is in. I told y'all I'm in 32 cell. Unc sleeping 41, 40. I think it was 40 or 41, one of the two. But his staircase is over here when you come in the park. Mine's is the first one. So I was like, man, I had to go to my man's cell that's sleeping 20. So after I hollered at him, I just shot up that side of the steps. And I was like, because that was the closest steps. I'm like, I'll just come around. So as I'm coming up the steps, I hear somebody say, hey, T Weezy. I was like, I passed the cell because I'm passing 40. I'm like, I back up. I look, it was Unc. He was like, hey, come here right quick. My word, I walked in that man's cell. His cell that smelled like Haagen-Dazs, y'all. So boom. I promise you, man, all I smelled was honey buns and cinnamon rolls and pastries. And like when I walked in, it gave a cold vibe. Like the only thing was missing was freezer. That's what it looked like. His cell looked like a freezer. That man had stuff over here, honey buns, chips, bags. That man was loaded. Pause. That man was strapped. Unc was dumb strapped in that junk, man. That's my word. So I come in the joint, like, what's up? He like, hey, look, what's up with your man? What's up with your man? I was like, who? He was like, yo, homeboy, just moved in. I was like, Kev. He like, yeah. I was like, what's up with him? What do you mean? He was like, man, look, you ain't tell him that how we get down. I'm like, what you mean I tell him how we get down? He was like, you know how I get down? Like, you know, like, I don't be trying to do y'all dirty. Like, I can, but I don't play to do y'all dirty. So I expect when I lose a grip, I expect the next man to play fair. I said, well, hold on though, huh? I wanted to be like, oh, you was in this world way longer than I was, man. What do you mean that it's supposed to happen the way you do it, man? He just moving the block. So I ain't seen say that. I just was like, yo, Unc, listen, man, he just moving the block. He don't got to carry it like how you carry it with us. I said, he hasn't experienced losing to be able to do a favor like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, so you can't be mad at him though. I was like, well, that's my homeboy though, man. Like, he was like, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking to you about it. Because like, usually I don't tolerate no nonsense like that from a young boy. Like, I'm like, hold on, Unc, man, chill. Like, you wildin'. He was like, nah, I'm saying like, it ain't no drama. Ain't no drama or nothing, but I'm just saying though, like, you need to tell them how to carry it though. Like, we gambling, but we bidding though. Like, you know, like, if we gonna gamble and bid, I ain't out to hurt y'all. If I'm out to hurt y'all, I can do it. Now, just watch. The next time we shoot dice, just watch. Just watch what I do. I said, all right, I feel that. So what you want me to tell them though? Like, what you asking me? What you asking me to do? What you talking about? He was like, all I'm saying is like, let them know I ain't like that. I said, because he kind of look at me like I'm just an old dude that's out for everybody's money. He said, I'm gambling and bidding. He said, I ain't out for everybody's money. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, man, look, I'm gonna tell him, man. I said, but look, he's his own man. I said, you understand that, right? He was like, yeah. I said, all right, well, I'm gonna do what I can, y'all. So boom, I got up out of there. Man, I gave him a Denzel, man. There's nothing else to talk about. I rode, man. I was straight over there where my homeboy was at, man. I said, hey. I said, man, look, let's walk. He was like, what's up? I said, man, look. As soon as we start walking out, so I looked up. He came to his cell. He was like, I seen him as we coming around. I seen him at his door. He was just watching us. I seen him. Homeboy looked up, Kel looked up. He ain't even paying no mind. I was like, hey, look, stop right here. So we stayed under the steps. So he didn't see us no more when we come around. Hey, look, man. I said, man, say word. Oh, yeah, pull up on me, man. He was like, who? I said, man, when you punished at the poker table. He was like, what'd he say? I said, man, he talking about, I need to tell you how we carry it. You know what I mean? Talking about, because he done looked out for us a couple times. You know what I mean? He think that you should carry it like that because, you know, when he lose, he expect for somebody to give him some kickback. My homeboy was like, Weezy, I do not know him. I do not know him, few. I don't know. I was like, bro, I know. I was like, trust me, I know, bro. I said, I told him, like, yo, like, you wild, and I told him you my homeboy. So, like I let him know, man. He was like, man, I ain't got time for that. He was like, don't worry about it. He was like, don't worry about it, man. He was like, man, when that dice game come around, man, Unc, I was back. He was like, I ain't playing with him, Weezy. I was like, man, I win a little bit, I'll give him something back. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? So I was like, we just gonna see what's going on. So he was like, all right. So a couple of days go by, man. Everything was normal, you know what I mean? Unc still was doing him. They had a few gambling events, but like every time commissary is about to come, it usually always slows up for a couple of days because commissary is on the way and everybody knows it's gonna get back lit as soon as them bags get in the pod. So everybody was just being patient because they knew that was happening. So when them Jones finally came after they passed them out, everybody already know what time it is. As soon as they pass them out, everybody will come out, collect their little bread, go to lunch. As soon as lunch over with, it's time to open the casino, y'all. So boom. And the reason why after lunch is a good time because soon they're gonna be calling outside rec and you don't have to go to that. And you got at least 3 hours and change, 4 hours of gambling time before dinner is called. And then they have to count after that. So like you have a good grace period of gambling right there. So it usually waits to after lunch and all of that for there won't be no interruption. So everybody come down there to joint. You seen P sitting down that joint. P got a bag of Newports. You know, he the house man. The house man got to bring money to back the game because he has the game. So he down there, he's sitting down there. All you see is Newports in his bag. You know what I mean? It looked like he ordered 2 boxes of cigarettes, so he probably already had it. And he just put it in the bag. So, you know, his money's covered anyway. But still, even if it's not a lot of money that the house man is bringing, the house man still has to bring a couple dollars. At least you want to bring show that you got $100 instead of just ass betting against everybody at this damn table. So that's how it usually happens when the house man is running the game. So P down there already with a bag of blows, bag of cigarette game down there just waiting. He's sitting down there and he just messing with the dice. He's sitting on his butt. He just sitting back against the wall. He just like, you can see the Newports right there. He like, so if you know what I mean, everybody gradually just kind of like making their way over there. You know, I ain't in no rush, you know what I mean? Me and Kev up there messing with the la-la. So me and Kev upstairs messing with the la-la. He came to my cell. We hitting the la-la. So look, I'm in the junk, man. It's my word. I'm eating a bag of shebang chips. I'm like, yo, bro. I said, look, we gotta be careful though. I said, because Unc gonna be at us. I said, he gonna be at us crazy. I said, for real, I know he mad. because how you carried it, bro. I was like, man, you think, you know what I mean? I said, man, Unc wildin', man. Like, I don't know what Unc think this is. I was like, man, but for real, I was like, he gonna be at our neck. So I was like, we gotta be careful. You know, my homeboy was like, man, I ain't worrying about him. Man, what he gonna do? Either the dice gonna hit or they ain't, Weezy. I ain't tripping on Unc, man. What do you think? He the luckiest dude in the world? He was like, I'm the luckiest dude in the world. I was like, all I know is I'm riding with you, bro. Like, I'm gonna put money up with you. I got you. He was like, all right. He was like, bring $40. You got $40? I was like, I'm gonna have to dig in my blacks. He was like, man, just grab 5 boxes of your blacks and I'm gonna give you the rest. I'm gonna give you 2 Newports to put with that. I was like, I bet. So that was gonna add up. You know what I mean? That's like bringing 5 boxes of blacks plus 2 more boxes of blacks plus another 2 boxes of blacks. So that's like getting 9 boxes of blacks game, y'all. So boom. Which is basically like $50 almost, you know what I mean? So that's a decent amount to start off to bring to the game. So I was like, bet, that's what I'm gonna do. So as soon as everybody start going over there, that's when me and bro, after we hit the la-la, we emerge, we come down steps like bad dudes, just my word. We ready, you hear me? We come down that joint, we like, My word, he ain't even see I had the laundry bag in my back pocket, so it looked like I ain't come to the dice game with nothing. I got the laundry bag in my back pocket with the cigarettes and blacks. I'm like, everybody like, what's up? We're like, yeah, what's going on? So we just over there chilling. Richard dudes start coming over there. Everybody like, hey, what we gonna do? Let's get this junk lit. Looked up. Unc came down the steps like bad dudes. He had a bag. He was like, he was like, boom. He dropped that joint on the ground. He was like, come on, let's pee-wee. Let's pee-wee. Come on, y'all, let's pee-wee. Everybody looking like, shh, yeah, we gonna pee-wee, all right, pause. Like, we got something for you, man. So my homeboy Kev was like, hey, Weezy, how much money you put in there? I was like, he gave me $45. He was like, look, here. He went in his pocket, he pulled out 3 more packs of cigarettes. He was like, get some more. I was like, you want me to get $30 more, bro? He was like, yeah, bro, we gonna need it. I'm like, shh. Now I got $75 game, y'all, so boom. Loaded now. I'm like, man, a lot of chips. Everybody was ordering a decent amount of money though, because they already know this is gonna be an official dice game, man. Like, this is no holds barred, man. This is goddamn, this is somebody gotta lose at the end of the day, man. So we ready. Do Pee-wee. Unc get the dice first. We like, oh shit, we gonna see what he gonna do. I know he had us. He like, Unc coming out of that junk, man. This is my word. I better tell y'all this. I'm sorry, man. When Unc brought to the table, man, Unc came out of that junk probably with like 2 boxes of cigarettes. I think they used to go for $10 a pack, so a box of cigarettes could be $100. But he came out of that bitch with 2 boxes of cigarettes, 5 goddamn beef tips. Now, beef tips come in the boxes. They come from the holiday pack. Beef tips go for $15 a pop, because I think they was like $12 on the holiday pack. So when you bring them to the gambling event, they go for $15 game. Man, my word, he came out of that bitch with 4 goddamn beef tips, 2 boxes of cigarettes. So the house man was like, look, you don't need all that right now. Look, just give me the 5 beef tips. You know what I mean? I'll give you the money for the 5 beef tips. So do the math. Do the math, man. The man had a lot of chips. The man had a lot of chips, so he get the dice first. He got the dice first. That's my word. He like, yeah, come on. Ain't nobody don't be scared to fade me. Oh, y'all got all this money. Talking to Kev. Y'all got all this money. Don't be scared to fade me. He was playing with the dice like this. He was like, yeah, y'all got all this money. Don't be scared to fade me. Yeah, come on. I don't need no but a fader. Yeah, that's all I need is a fader. That's it. Yeah, come on. Kev was like, man, come on, man. What you betting? He was like, yeah, bet 10. Kev was like, man, I'm not betting $10 on the first beat. He was like, hey, bet 5. Yeah. I was like, man, I don't like your come out. I went on to let him know, like, yeah, I'm with Kev. I was like, I don't like your come out. He looked at me, he was like, is that right? Come on. He threw it on the ground. I was like, yeah, come on. Everybody else like, oh, let's get it. He was like, get him now. I'm like, that's how he shit. I'm like, man, I'm crazy. You gotta go a long walk and get the dice. He like, get him now. I'm like, man, I'm a freaking maniac, man. He's like, man, tighten up, fire. You ain't gonna hit that. My homeboy was like, yeah, bet. He was like, come on now. That's where he threw a 7. Everybody was like, now, this is what you can do. Bucking the dice. The house man on $3. You can buck the dice. You only can buck the dice 3 times. He was like, I buck. There you go. Bet the 5 back, Weezy. Bet the 5 back, Kev. He was like, that's my word. He threw snake eyes. He was like, he ran up to the dice like he hit. He was like, Earl, he like, bet it back. He like, bet it back. That jump was a 4. I was like, yo, bet 25. Yeah. You wanna push that money at me? Like, I'm like, we young, but we aggressive too. We like, yeah, bet 25. Bet 25. I got 25. Bet 25. My cat like, yeah, bet 25. Bet 25. He like, oh, y'all gonna wait till my number 4 to bet 25 because I got the number 4? That's what y'all wanna do? That's what y'all some petty little niggas. That's what y'all is, bet. Yeah, it's a bet. Yeah, it's a bet. He was like, matter of fact. He was like, yeah. He went in his bag. He was like, because I ain't got enough chips. I don't want no chips. He was like, oh no, house man was like, hold on, man. Hold on, I gotta give you chips. What you mean? Hold the game. I was like, I ain't in no rush. Hold the game up then. He was like, yeah, give me some more money. Dude was like, give me some more Newports. He went in the bag. He was like, here, a box. Dude counted him out $100 more. He was like, bet it, Weezy. Yeah, I was like, all right. So he bet it. Not worried, he bet it at y'all, 0.4. He was like, y'all some petty niggas. Yeah, I want the same bet back. I said, listen, how many times I gotta tell you, man? Everybody don't move like you, The hell is wrong with you, man? I'm joking with him though. I'm just trying to stir him up. I'm like, what you talking about, Unc? He like, yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see by later. Yeah, cause you might need me. And we gonna see by later. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. We like, man, roll him out there. He like, yeah, come on in. Come on, come on. Get him there. That's my word. That joint was a second, y'all. So boom. Everybody picked up. This is my word. I looked over at Unc was like, his face got mad. That's words. So the dice game continued. We gambled. The jump come around to me and Kev. He fade me. Unc jumped out there and fade me. I rolled a 4. This is my word. He like, yeah, better 25 back, Weezy. Yeah, better back. Yeah, I got him there. Hey, come on, yeah. What? He ain't gonna do it. Yeah, better fat bet 30. I said, bet your hand, huh? Yeah, because me and bro been winning. I got more buck and change. I said, yo, bet your hand. How much you got? He was like, he backed up. He was like, bet my hand. I was like, bet your hand. Yeah, bet your hand, huh? Bet your hand. He was like, bet my motherfucking hand for what? Yeah, you ain't gonna do it? Bet it then. Bet it then. He was like, he counted on that joint. He was like, $62. Bet it. I was like, bet it. Yeah, bet it then. Everybody was like, oh, shit. On the ground. I'm like, yeah. Talk all this shit. Like, I ain't scared on school and shit. I ain't scared of fool, nigga. Fuck around with you, huh? You wildin'. I mean, do them shits. Full game, y'all. I was like, yeah, let's go. I got up. I'm like, come on. I ain't keeping Kev, the only one moving. We like, yeah. This is what I look over at. Like, he done lost all them cigarettes and them beef tips. He like, he looked over at P. He was like, go to the cell. Nah, you know, I know it. The cell break is still going on. He was like, man, I ain't trying to lose my rhythm. He was like, man, you got enough time? He was like, he backed away from the game where he went up the steps like this, y'all. He was like, he was mad, y'all. So boom. He came back super fast, another big bag. He was like, psh. Like, what's that? He was like, 150. P was like, man, you want me to count all that shit? 150, take my word for it. Keep it in the bag. That's 150. Man was like, all right, and I'm letting you know, if this shit ain't 150, you can get my money on. I ain't playing. I ain't gonna be responsible. But look, this bag, $150 in this bag. This is what this bag is. If it's off, I'll pay it. I'll straighten. So he looked over at Unc was like, Unc was fiending for chips. Unc was like, come on. Me and Kev over that bitch like this, still counting. We like, the whole time Unc was upstairs, he don't even know I put 100 to the side, y'all. So boom. I put a buck of whiskey to the side. I ain't gonna lie. I put a buck already to the side. This was me and bro day. I ain't even gonna lie. I got on team with the hot hand, and my man was on fire. And he hasn't even really shot yet. I hit the joint. I hit that 4. It was lit after that, man. It's my word. So after he come back, he get some more money. He bet me. We don't bet big. He bet me 10 on the fade. I fall on the fade. I lose the dice. Kev get the dice. Kev lose off the top 2. He didn't get Kev for a lot of money. And this is how this shit was falling. Now it's his dice again, and now he's about to shoot crazy because I already know because he down. This is what he do. So he got about a buck. He got a buck and change worth of chips. So me and Kev got all the money. So you know he gunning at me and Kev. My word, man, a man roll a 9. He rolled a 9. He said, man, bet everything in my hand. Split it up between you and Weezy. I don't want to bet nobody else. Split it up between you and we like, bet. We'll get it right at the end. Don't worry about the house, man. You can get your cut. Don't worry about it. Yeah, because this is pretty much over with after this. Bro got like 8, 9 chips. Dude from Richmond got about 20 chips. It's over. This shit is over. House man ain't even really got no damn chips. He ready to start asking us, hey, look, let me put some money behind your hand. That's what you call when you got all the damn chips. That's when you know you about to win. When the house man come to you in penitentiary, like, yo, look, let me get some of them chips and put some of this money behind your hand, y'all. So boom. Those are all good words right there, man. I promise you, man. But I bet him. We bet him. This is my word. Throw the 9. Unc was buzzing that day, man. I'm telling you, like, throw the 9. We don't care. We bet his hand. My word. Unc throw it a couple times. He hit that same little face like this. He ain't hit nothing. He got to make the wrong walk. Damn, he got it nice. He went out. He was like, houseman was like, oh, 7. He was like, damn, I couldn't even hit the damn bar. What's wrong with me tonight, man? He was like, man, I'm gone, man. He walked away. He walked away and stood by the steps like this. He was like, goddamn. Pete was like, hey, look, man, game over, man. What y'all got? What y'all got, Weezy? We like, hold on. I go in my pocket. I'm like, that's my word. I pulled out about 40 goddamn $5 chips, y'all. So boom. Kev was like, Kev pulling out shit. He like, man, y'all niggas got all the chips, man. God damn. He was like, but for real, that's all Unc money for real. Unc lost every goddamn thing. Unc lost every goddamn thing. I was like, yeah, that's what's up, man. Goddamn. He was like, yeah, I got y'all those so we get the money right. So he get the money right fast, you know what I mean? Unc went up there, Unc goddamn, Unc ain't even go get no more money. All Unc money was in the game. So this word, you know what I mean? I cashed in 206. My word, goddamn, Kev cashed in like 140, like some shit like that. Either way, both of us won. Both of us won. It was all Unc shit. It was all Unc shit. So goddamn, bro, goddamn, breaking that shit up between us. All them damn cigarettes. We split freaking 2 boxes of cigarettes a piece. All them shits Unc cigarettes. We split them shits up. Goddamn the food, all of that shit. Goddamn, he pay us. He pay us and he won some shit too. So he pay us and he won some shit. Cause it was like $500 worth of shit in there. So this word, so he went too. So goddamn, we get our shit, get the bag. Goddamn, Kev went straight to his cell. You know what I mean? Kev went straight to his cell. Kev slept on the bottom tier. Kev slept on the bottom tier on cell 14. So Kev wasn't far from the game. So Kev just go ahead and took everything to his cell. So I'm standing around, I see Unc standing on the stairs. I'm like, I walked up to him, I was like, hey, Unc. I said, what you lose, Unc? He was like, huh? He didn't hear me. He was like, huh? I said, yo, what you lose, Unc? He was like, man, shit, everything. I mean, I lost back down $300. I'm like, God damn, Unc, you a gambling machine, God damn it. He was like, yeah, I lost 3 cents. Yeah, he put his hand in his pocket. He was like, yeah, I lost 3 cents. Yeah. I said, yo, look though, I got something for you though. He was like, what? I was like, man, I got $20 in food and 5 packs of cigarettes. I said, here you go, man. I said, you done looked out for me before. He was like, man, for real? I was like, yeah, bro, I ain't petty. He was like, well, what about your homeboy? I was like, man, he ain't got nothing for you. He was like, what? I said, man, he ain't got nothing for you. He was like, what you mean he ain't got nothing for me?
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.